I didn't go and get the 6S battery yet, but I noticed that one of the batteries that I used the first time, when I tried to charge it up, didn't charge as high as the others. So I grabbed another battery and I got it charged up. And of course, I'm not going to try to do the power burst. That it was probably too big of a burst drain on the batteries, because I'm sure they're only rated 30C on the discharge or whatever. But anyways, we're gonna get to fly the S-Bach today. If you guys like my videos, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Give me a thumbs up and leave some great comments. I say we get some flying done. And the wind happens to be going that direction, or from that direction today, so I'm going to be flying over this tall grass, which is nice. Don't have to worry about flying over the vans and things. Everything's ready to go. I taxied it over there, so I know it's running. Let's do it. So I'm about half throttle right now. And I'm backing it off to about quarter throttle now. A lot of power in this plane. Nice roll. Feels good. Let's do a loop. Beautiful loop. Rolls both directions, no problem. This is in the middle rates, by the way. I do have a higher rate. And I'm still below half throttle. Flying good inverted. And this is my second flight. It does feel great. I do like to take it up and then make it tumble. Look good. I do have sun over here to my right, so I am. Let's point it up in the air. There's half throttle. Climbing, climbing, climbing. All right, we'll stop. I got a feeling I'm gonna be able to do some 3D with this, considering I only got just a hair over half throttle there. So I should be able to get it into stall position and have all kinds of motor authority. This is maybe a third throttle. It did stall there. Oh, I was killing the throttle when I got it in the downslope. I didn't that time. It does feel good and I'm having fun. That's what it really comes down to, is if you're having a good time doing it. Kind of a knife edge. Of course, I'll need to work on that a little bit. This thing is doing great. On the coast. That's no throttle. A Lots of power, lots of power. Nice. Man, it looks good. If I haven't said it yet, thank you, Dave. And I did want to mention something that Dave even pointed out in the chat the other day, is that these LiPo alarms that we're putting in here to tell us when the batteries are low enough, you do want to check it every time. So you hit the button one time to see what it's set on. You want to check it every time, because if it is set at something for one flight and then you go to fly it and it has changed, you're going to be in for bad news. In fact, one of the ones that I'm using today, I set all these to 3.5, and when I pulled it out to use it, it was set on 3.4, which wouldn't have been too big of a deal, but it's just to point out the fact that it can change. And I am just randomly flying this thing and having a blast. Man, it is flying incredibly well. And if you guys got to see me fly the first SBOC I had, you'll know that it crashed, and it also had some problems with the motor. And so this one does have a brand new rimfire motor in it, and the other one had a used motor out of an old Electrifly Edge 540T that I had. And I don't know what was wrong with that motor. I still have it, and I don't know if I'll use it or not, but that feels pretty good. That was a pretty decent knife edge. And I'm getting a long flight time out of this, you know, without trying to go full speed with it. In fact, my radio is telling me the 5 minutes are up, so I think it was just a bad battery, guys. And of course, if I tried to do a hard burst on this, it would probably cause problems for these cells too, but obviously it is flying good and doesn't require that. Oh, that was super cool. I'm doing stuff that I have never done before, and I am just having a blast. There is a full scale up there above us right now, so I'll try to keep it down here a little lower. Don't need them calling the authorities on me. There is a little bit of a wind. So it is very barely messing with me, but every once in a while when I'm getting it almost into a stall, it is affecting the flight characteristics just a little bit. Some dark clouds right there. I'll work on that and it'll climb as high as I can see, I'm sure. Because I didn't... Oh, there's the battery alarm. So let's set it up for the landing. I'll circle it around there to the right. And I suppose I should move out here just a little bit just to make sure I don't run into a parking block. Because this thing could glide quite a bit on me. Nice. I'll take that. Looks like I need to adjust the rudder just a little bit. That was nice. And you can hear the like Nate said, battery alarm went off during use and then backed off. So the alarm has quit. Well, I'm super happy with today's flight and this airplane. It flies great. The only thing I got to say about it, and this is from the first airplane, the landing gear broke pretty quick and pretty easy. So if you buy one of these, make sure you do put in wood blocks to reinforce that landing gear and some epoxy, and just do whatever you know is best for making the landing gear as strong as you can. I'm flying it with the wheel pants on, and so with the wheel pants on you need a nice hard surface because they'll catch in the grass, and that's not good for your landing gear either. Makes it more susceptible to breaking. So if I go to fly it on grass, I'll be taking the wheel pants off. For now, because I know that the landing gear has problems, I'm going to continue to fly off of parking lots and hard surfaces wherever I can find it. It does take up some room though. I was flying a pretty decent pattern. Takes up a lot of space, so I got to make sure I'm flying somewhere where I got plenty of room. And yeah, I can't say enough, man. I love this airplane. That's part of the reason I was so broke up when I broke it up. If you guys like my videos, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Leave some great comments, and if you feel like it, tell some friends. And as always, I'm Gary, and I just got here.